going back to our performances at the stations, one of which was to commemorate D-Day, because we actually toured Normandy this year, and we visited and performed on those special and hallowed beaches, as well as actually parading across Pegasus Bridge. If you know, those of you who know your history would have seen the news in the autumn, would have seen that Pegasus Bridge was a vital part of the D-Day invasion. The bridge had to be taken by the Allied forces, and there was gliders that landed in pitch black during the night and took that bridge by storm. Took it by surprise actually first, and then by storm. And then from then on, the D-Day was eventually the success it was. It wasn't without a lot of bloodshed, certainly. And one of those gentlemen became somewhat of a talisman for us, Jack Webb. He was actually in the Middlesex Battalion as well, towards the latter stages of the war. And Jack and his platoon had a very successful encroachment upwards to the beach. They pushed the Germans inland to a river, pushed the Germans to the other side of the river and held them off until their ammunition ran out. Well, unfortunately, the Germans counter-attacked and took them as prisoner of war, where they remained until the end of the war. But certainly Jack was very fierce to tell how brave his lads were. It was only the fact that they ran out of ammunition that allowed the Germans to take them prisoners. Jack was with us, and we performed at Liverpool Street Station, actually on D-Day this year. And he was very frail. His wife was with him, with his immediate family. And we heard that night, and it was the very first time that Jack had left his home in the past 5 years. He wanted to be there to remember his colleagues and comrades and to commemorate their sacrifice and valour. This morning I heard, unfortunately, that Jack passed away from his family, passed away on Friday. So in recognition of this, and also all of you that may have had family members that gave their lives in the Great War and the Second World War and conflict since, will now play last post of a minute's silence and in reveille. I'm sure you appreciate that for Jack. That's the least we can do. Thank you. Man, that's ancient. Ready. Yes. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your attention to that moment's silence. Well, as well as Normandy in previous years, we've toured the Somme, been there on 2 occasions, and we're due to go back in 2021. And we also performed and paraded in Ypres in 2017, during which we performed at the Menin Gate, the very first time a band that represented a football club had been invited to take part in the world famous last post ceremony. So we're very proud again to have had that accolade. Whilst we was in Ypres, we also paraded at Passchendaele, and you know about Passchendaele as being another major battle that took place. There's a net film coming out shortly, 1917, all about the Battle of Passchendaele. So obviously we've got an interest in that, and I'm sure you've seen the the clips from that already about this film that comes out in January. So yeah, we're very proud to take part in all these ceremonies and go abroad and spread the news. But we always talk about the local area where we come from and that. You'll be pleased to know that. Thank you.